I'm Josh, this is my lovely wife Shenae, and this is our beautiful crazy family.
This week we are back on the road in the RV discovering a new place in our home state. Well, our current home state, because a year and a half ago we drove across the country and packed up our whole life in LA to find a new home in Tennessee.
I'm originally from London, as you might be able to tell. Shenae's originally from Toronto, but we're so excited to discover more of this beautiful state we've been living in this past 18 months.
We've been fans of van lifers for a long time, so living life on the road has been right up our alley and really a dream come true.
It's so sick. Do me a favour, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
And we would love to have you a part of our madhouse where life's
a beach. Shen is still asleep. Bo, say what's up?
Oh, are you tired like me, Bo?
Kings is having a little play. I'm going to attempt to make the...
King, say hi!
King, say hi! I'm going to attempt to make the all-important morning ritual, or the all-important Bowie morning ritual. Chocolate milky on the barbecue. Because we are glamping after all, aren't we? So it's got to be done, innit? There you go. We can flee the night. In the paradise, we can work it out and see the hard times fading. In the sunrise, we can flee the night. Flee the night.
Daddy-O is taking the kids for a little walk, and as you can imagine, when you're all staying in one RV together, it can be really hard to find those moments of quiet time to yourself. So I have been trying to make it a priority to just move my body for like 20 to 30 minutes a day. Today, I get to do it by myself, and I thought I would have you guys join me. I get asked about my workout clothes all the time because I'm always working out in this vlog, and the set I'm wearing right now is one of my favorites. It's from a brand called Gym Plus Coffee, who is actually today's sponsor as well. They're an Irish brand. Love to support that because, fun fact, Shenae is an Irish name. I have Irish heritage. And what's cool about their brand is they make amazing quality clothing for working out. Everything is super absorbent. Everything is really nice and snug fit, which is really important to me when it comes to workout wear. But it's also really stylish. So that's where the and coffee part comes in. You can work out in their clothes, but then you can also go out and grab coffee with friends or run errands or whatever, because everything just has a beautiful fit and looks really good on. The brand is really focused on lifestyle and building a community around the brand. They want taking care of your health and well-being to be something that is exciting and fun, and I can think of nothing more exciting than getting to work out in this beautiful environment right now. If you guys want to do any shopping, make sure you click the link in my video description below and use my unique code, because you're going to get a 20% discount on their site. Let's get a little workout in. Do it with me? Come. Ready? 1, 2, up. This quiet time to myself was nice while it lasted. Oh. Alright, maybe it's time for a little picnic with everybody else. Quite a precarious little drive en route to our next destination.
Yeah, it's very narrow.
We're heading to Ruby Falls and Lookout Mountain.
You can drive down.
No, thank you. I'll pass on that. Before we head into Ruby Falls, I want to sit down for a minute and tell you a little bit about them because I think it's pretty cool that it was discovered in 1928 and first opened for tours in 1930. Much like the tour that we're taking today, except this one is a full standing walking tour, and back then you actually had to crawl. Yes, we have been here before, but we haven't actually been inside the caverns or seen the falls themselves. It was a literal pit stop. We only stopped for a couple of minutes to use the bathroom, and so we've seen the gift shop, but that's about it. Ruby Falls was discovered by a man named Leo who literally crawled in about 18 inches for 17 hours because he was determined to see what was inside this cave. As he was crawling in at around the 6-hour mark, he noticed some open air, so they decided to follow it, and that is how they discovered the falls. We've been inside a cave before, but they keep saying to watch your head because it's very narrow passages, and we've never been inside a cave like that. But we're super excited, but I don't know how long the kids are actually gonna last on this walking tour. I feel like we're gonna end up carrying them for a lot of it. So the first thing we saw upon parking up is a bunch of people in harnesses and helmets. I mean, I figured if it's a lookout mountain and a big waterfall, it's high up, but I did not anticipate needing a harness or a helmet. So there's a zip line adventure.
I know, I think Kingsley's a bit young for that though.
What do you think, King?
He'd like it.
He probably would like it.
Crazy, huh?
We're in a cave! We're in a cave! We really enjoyed it. The kids.
Yeah, it was good.
Not so much.
Maybe not for under.
Yeah, it was pretty very
30s.
relaxing. Just got back to the RV, put the kids down. Of course, they woke up as soon as we got back here. My lower back is killing me. But that was so worth it. It was so beautiful. The only thing I wish was that like the group sizes were smaller because it was really, really cramped in there. They weren't joking when they said it was narrow. And now we are going to take a little train tour up the Lookout Mountain. But first we gotta figure out how to turn this giant thing around because the roads are super narrow out here. Had a friend join us.
Try to get in and eat me.
What is that?
I don't know, man, but when I said it looked like Jurassic Park, I didn't think that there'd actually be dinosaurs trying to get through the window. It's coming in!
It's so big.
Trying to get in! You sure I can get out this way? I don't want to come back down here.
Trying to get a nice shot of the drive for you guys, but this guy keeps wanting to get involved. Our next stop is the Lookout Mountain Incline Railway. We just saw an incredible view from Ruby Falls, so it's not as much about the destination of the railway, it's about the railway experience itself, because this is the steepest incline for a passenger train in the world, and it dates back to 1887. So I am very excited. Obviously the carts have been updated since then. Hopefully we feel safe. I have a pretty immense fear of heights, but I think it's going to be a cool experience and well worth overcoming that fear. Literally need to lean back when you're getting into your seat because you just feel like you're gonna fly forward. It's on such a steep incline. We're literally a mile high right now, aren't we?
The Mile High Club.
What'd you think of that, Daddy?
I thought it was alright. I thought it was pretty good actually. I would highly recommend for what was it, like $7 or something?
Yeah, $7 for kids, 14 for adults. We really didn't want to spend any time at the top, so we went straight up and straight down, but I think well worth it for the experience.
Yeah, well worth it.
It's unlike anything I've ever experienced before. I know they say it's the steepest in the world, but I didn't know what that would feel like until we were on it.
Yeah, it's pretty steep. And just hearing that they tell you on the ride up, it's about a 10-15 minute ride. They give you a little bit of the history and just think of the dudes who made it, you know? And chicks, hopefully, but probably more likely dudes at that time. It seems like 1,000 men, right?
Yeah, and it originally was just to take people up to the scenic view, which is ultimately what it's still used for.
It used to take 4 hours though.
Yeah.
Now it takes
about 10 minutes. Back in our home sweet temporary home of a campsite for night 2, and dinner is underway. It's a weird mishmash of a dinner. What are we having, Chef Beach?
Right, we've got hot diggity dogs, of course, coming along nicely here, and then we've got okra, sweet corn, and we've got this lovely puffs, mainly for Kingsley, but every now and then I have one too. We just had some avocado smashed up with some sweet corn. I believe they call that a guacamole.
With missing a few ingredients because I
So
forgot
it's just,
them.
but that was good.
Avocado and corn.
Bowie's having a plate of bacon and an apple, which is quite good actually.
Yeah.
And then we've got some pasta salad, not made by us, but still good.
Oh, and I'm having cider.
And I'm having olive oil. I think for me, one of my favourite, if not my favourite, thing about doing these RV trips with our babies and my beautiful wifey is that it gets us away from the internet really, and for the most part anyway, definitely away from the TV and social media for pretty much the most part. And I think that's just really special, and it just makes the kids like get super creative with their games, even though Kings is so little. Just my little moment thinking about that, making myself a little bit, I guess, emotional. It's pretty special, isn't it? We're so consumed with what everybody else is doing. We're just focusing on what we're doing, and I bloody love it.
We're about to go to bed, but I just wanted to let you guys know before we do.
I've used the thing to clean out the poo.
He did do that. It was a very scarring experience he can't stop talking about. And also,
it's a tube.
Camp...
It's a tube you connect to the thing and it flushes out really fast.
And he walked back and he was like, there's poop. There was poop on my hands. My hands touched the poop, but it's okay. It's okay. What I was actually going to say was that camping lanterns are the new ring light. Look at that.
$14.99.
It's like pitch black out here.
$14.99 from Amazon, and I love it.
Yeah, so screw your $200 ring light. Just get yourself a camping lantern. Night!
Morning. It's an absolutely beautiful day today. It's 7:30 and it's Mother's Day. So I'm cracking on with a coffee on the fire already. Shen's still having a sleep and the baby's up. There you go. Water is boiled. I can hear Shen waking up now, so let's go in and get her so she can have a lovely instant coffee and her Mother's Day cards. The most beautiful, wonderful mummy in the world. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Did they successfully let you lie in at all?
Yeah.
No, but them,
No,
not so much.
not at all.
It's quite difficult to give anybody a lie in
We're in
an RV, because once we're up, hey lads. Hey babies. Ah, I love you.
to show you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm 7 years old. Her favorite food is coffee. She knows me so well. My mom always says, oh my goodness. My mom is really good at hugging me. If I had $1 million, I would give my mom $3. My mom smells like donuts. My favorite thing about my mom is her smile. I hope she knows that I like to play with everybody at school. I love that! Before we head back home, we're going to do a little Mother's Day excursion in town because apparently they have a Chattanooga market with over 400 vendors, which I thought would be cute to check out. But first, we got to get ready. Much better. Let's go. Don't forget me.
Never.
We're back in the RV doing our favorite thing about RV life, snacking.
Anywhere.
Wherever we want, anytime. Bought so much food at that market. Highly recommend the Chattanooga market on a Sunday. I think it's open from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. and it was amazing. I said it was kind of like the Joshua Tree of Tennessee.
It's kind of like Greenwich Market for the English people.
Tons of food stalls, but we got a beautiful dress. Didn't you?
I'm waving.
You're waving! A bunch of local artisans. I was just most excited about the food. I got so much food. And now we head home. It was bittersweet, but we woke up this morning saying, are we going back to the Frankie house? Which is what she calls our house. And then she was like, I want to stay here in the car house forever. And we kind of feel that way too every time we have to go back home, but we're excited to see Frankie, aren't we?
He was saying yesterday, you see places obviously that you wouldn't normally, for us, fly into. You know, wouldn't fly into Chattanooga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, we were so grateful for these experiences. That's that.
It's been a very happy Mother's Day so far.
Happy Mother's Day!
Just pulled back up at our home sweet Frankie house, and that means it's time to unpack. This is probably my second least favorite part of RV trips, and not because of the unpacking part, but because it means an RV trip has come to an end. On the drive home, we were already planning our next one, so in case you couldn't tell, the RV life is the one for us. But when Josh asked me what I wanted to do with the rest of my Mother's Day, I said unpack the RV and settle back into the house. And he was like, what, you want to unpack? I'm like, I'm a mom, of course that's what I want to do. I want to get everything sorted so that tomorrow morning we wake up feeling good and ready to tackle the week. So, it's time to load out. I think we're pretty much done. All our water bottles, diaper bag, and that's it except Josh's camera equipment, which I'm not allowed to touch. Not because he says I can't, but because I've said I can't, because the first time I flew the drone, I lost it on a long stretch of highway while in an RV. And the second time I flew the drone, I flew it into a tree within about 5 seconds of being in the air. So now everything is out of the RV and in the house. That means got lots and lots of laundry to do before we're actually settled back in. Happy Mother's Day to me. I mean, if you gotta take the trash out, you may as well have a little fun while you do. We did it. We are all unpacked. All the laundry is done. The beds are made. Frankie's back. It really was the perfect end to my Mother's Day because it just made me feel like super mom. Like we accomplished such an amazing weekend.
You are super
and we
mum,
settled
and it's
back
Mother's
in.
Day today. You've smashed it, and
Thank you. Thanks for a magical Mother's Day weekend.
I'd just like to address something really, Frankie, because people keep asking where she is. The RV that we're in at the moment is rented and you can't have dogs in it. So
Yes, so we
she
drop
stays
her
with
off
our friend.
If you guys are enjoying this content, please remember to like it and subscribe so that other people
Share
like
it
you
with a
can.
mate.
Yeah, share it with a mate. We want other people who like this kind of stuff to find it. And I'm very grateful. I'm like all in my feels right now. We're about to watch the Kings, and it could be my favorite player's last game at home. I am from Toronto. I lived there until I was 18. I love hockey. It's in my blood because I'm Canadian, but my entire adult life, I lived in LA. I was a Kings fan. My first year on 90210, I had the great privilege, because my showrunner was best buddies with Luke Robitaille, to see so many Kings games that year. The guys, the like star players like Dustin Brown, who I'm talking about, and Drew Doughty and Matt Green at the time would come to set for set visits. We would go to hockey games. I actually assisted Dustin Brown for a charity game. I was like the co-captain with him for one of the teams. So my heart is with the LA Kings. I hope I'm not disappointing too many people. I love the Leafs. I love Toronto. I love Canada. But
we went a lot together.
Yeah, so
it's like our little thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know you all get angry, people from the Six, but it's all right. Kings has a Raptors jersey.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go! P.S. Josh made me say all of that. I actually love Toronto.
That is not true.
But in all seriousness, I obviously love you, Toronto.